On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Prehistoric.
Belonging to or existing in times before recorded history, no longer fashionable.
Examples:
Prehistoric settlements. Prehistoric times. Scientists often fail to date archaeological or prehistorical findings.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Permafrost.
A layer of soil that is permanently below freezing, usually in polar regions.
Examples:
Permafrost area. Thawing permafrost. Permafrost is crucial to soil stability in Arctic areas.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Emergency.
A sudden unforeseen crisis usually involving danger that requires immediate action.
Examples:
Emergency action. Acute emergency. The president declared a state of emergency.
Generator.
A machine that produces electricity.
Examples:
Random number generator. Major revenue generator. Most data centers have emergency generators on standby at all times.
Alarm.
A loud noise or an automatic signal that warns people of danger. A device that signals the occurrence of some undesirable event or particular danger.
Examples:
Give the alarm. An alarm clock. The alarm announcing an enemy attack went off this morning.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Vial.
A small glass container, especially one containing liquid medicine or perfume.
Examples:
Glass vials. Insulin vial. This medication is sealed in a vial.
Vent.
A small opening to escape or release gas, air, liquid, etc., activity or process that frees or expresses strong creative energy or emotion.
Examples:
Volcanic vent. Vent tube. He gave vent to his anger by playing the guitar.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Airborne.
Moved or conveyed by or through the air, in the air.
Examples:
Airborne troop. Airborne particles. The amount of airborne pollen this year is higher than usual.
Plague.
Any epidemic disease with a high death rate, also called pest, a serious, sometimes fatal, infection spread by rats that causes fever and swellings on the body.
Examples:
Catch the plague. Deadly plague. Our farm experienced a plague of locusts this year.
Hesitation.
The act of pausing or being slow before saying or doing something, especially because you feel uncertain or nervous.
Examples:
Perform without hesitation. After some hesitation. There was a hesitation in her speech.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Compound.
An item composed of 2 or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of 2 or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Adjacent.
Next to, close to, or adjoining something.
Examples:
Adjacent to his house. Adjacent houses. Our country has military alliances with adjacent countries.
Airlock.
A chamber between 2 areas that can be sealed against pressure, allowing the passage of people and objects to go from one area to the other.
Examples:
An airlock chamber. Airlock module. The mechanic has just inspected the jammed airlock.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
Contaminate with a disease. Contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Lockdown.
An emergency policy for people, communities, or a country to stay where they are, usually due to specific risks, such as COVID-19.
Examples:
Go on lockdown. Lockdown area. The country's prime minister has decided to implement a nationwide lockdown measure.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Grid.
A pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines, a system of high-tension cables by which electrical power is distributed throughout a region.
Examples:
A grid design. A wire grid. Grid pattern roads often appear in urban areas.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples:
Sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Verify.
To check that something exists or is true, or to prove that something is correct.
Examples:
Verify a document. Verify identity. We always verify all critical information independently.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples:
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
Structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Shortcut.
An alternative route shorter or quicker than the usual one.
Examples:
Take a shortcut. Keyboard shortcuts. There is no shortcut to success.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Configuration.
The arrangement or pattern of something or a group of related things.
Examples:
Configuration of the system. Engine configuration. The configuration of molecules in steel changes significantly with temperature.
Consideration.
The act or process of giving careful thought to something, a fee charged in advance to retain the services of someone.
Examples:
Mature consideration. Take into consideration. We can rule this possibility out from our consideration.
Checkerboard.
A board having 64 squares of two alternating black and white colors used for playing drafts, also known as checker.
Examples:
checkerboard pattern, checkerboard frame. This historic city is famous for its checkerboard streets.
Alternate.
Occurring or existing one after the other regularly.
Examples:
alternate choice, every alternate year. The cleaning lady comes on alternate Wednesdays.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
a worldwide epidemic, health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Apocalyptic.
Describing severe damage and destruction in past or future events, or the end of the world.
Examples:
apocalyptic event, have apocalyptic overtones. The apocalyptic landscape of burnt-out villages and bombed-out ruins spread out before them.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
direct proportion, a building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Episode.
A happening or story that is distinctive in a series of related events, an abrupt short period during which someone suffers from the effects of a physical or mental illness.
Examples:
end of the first episode. Episode of vertigo. I want to put that episode of my life behind me.
Salesperson.
A person whose job is to sell goods in a shop or directly to customers.
Examples:
a salesperson in a store, a drapery salesperson. He received the title of the best salesperson in all our branches worldwide.